The massive silver ship slowly landed on the glowing platform of Zarian's research station. This was not an ordinary day for the Zarionians. Today, they would meet a human for the first time, not for politics or trade, but for science. The Galactic Council had allowed a peaceful exchange of knowledge, and now one human was here to represent his entire species. Alex stepped out of the ship. He wore a simple black uniform with a small Earth emblem on his chest. His short brown hair moved slightly in the artificial wind. His eyes looked around with calm curiosity. Everything was strange, but he kept a relaxed smile on his face. His heart beat faster than usual, but he controlled his breathing. He had trained for this, waiting. For him was Dr. Valera, the lead biologist of Zarian. She stood tall, her purple skin shining under the station lights. Her forefingers held a tablet as her large silver eyes scanned him carefully. Unlike some of her colleagues, Valera was not afraid of the human. She was curious. To her, Alex was a puzzle waiting to be solved. "Welcome, human Alex," Valera said in her calm voice. "I am Dr. Valera. I will lead your biological assessments." "Thank you, Doctor," Alex replied politely. "I am ready." Two small hovering drones followed them as Valera guided Alex into the research lab. The walls glowed softly. Everything looked clean, metallic, and highly advanced. Alex had seen many things during his space training, but Zarian technology still impressed him. Inside the lab, several other Zarian scientists waited. Some whispered to each other. They had heard many stories about humans, weak, fragile, emotional. Many thought humans could never survive in deep space for long, but Valera had her own theories. She believed that humans might be more than what others thought. "Please sit here," Valera instructed. Alex sat on a comfortable chair, scanning. Arms moved around him. A soft light passed over his body while the machines collected data. Valera's tablet filled with information: blood pressure, heart rate, muscle density, and organ functions. Valera said softly, studying the data. "Is everything okay?" Alex asked. "Yes." "But interesting," she replied. "Your blood pressure is higher than ours, but still stable. Your bone structure is denser than expected." "That's normal for us," Alex explained. "Earth's gravity is stronger than most planets. We evolved with stronger bones," Valera nodded. "Adaptation, very good." The scanning arms continued. They measured his lung capacity, skin texture, and body temperature. Every reading surprised Valera a little more. Alex's oxygen intake was efficient, even though Zarian's air was slightly different from Earth's. "You adjust quickly," she said. "We had to," Alex smiled. "Earth changes often. Climate, temperature, seasons. We learn to adapt." Valera made more notes. The other scientists whispered louder now. One of them leaned over to Valera and spoke softly. "His muscle fibers show high regeneration rates." Valera raised an eyebrow. "I see it." The scanning arm stopped. Now, a new test began. A small sphere hovered in front of Alex's head. It emitted harmless waves to study his brain. As the waves scanned his mind, the results shocked the entire team. Valera's eyes widened. The data displayed showed an unexpected level of neural activity. The human brain, though smaller than some alien species, had complex networks of neurons firing at incredible speed. "It's how big?" Valera whispered, surprised. The assistant beside her nodded quickly. "Brain-to-body ratio is much higher than we estimated." Alex looked at them with a small smile. "I hope that's a good thing." Valera regained her composure. "It is very surprising." The test finished, and Valera looked directly at Alex. "Human Alex, may I ask you something?" "Of course." "How did your species survive so many environmental dangers?" "From what I have read, your planet is full of natural threats." Alex paused for a moment, thinking. "We didn't have a choice, Doctor. We had to learn fast, or we wouldn't survive. Every danger forced us to become stronger, smarter, and more creative." Valera wrote down his answer. "I believe we are only beginning to understand your kind." As the session ended, Valera walked Alex back to his quarters. She remained deep in thought. The data changed many of her beliefs. Perhaps humans were not weak at all. Perhaps they were one of the most adaptable species the galaxy had ever seen. When they reached his door, Alex smiled politely. "Thank you, Dr. Valera." "I look forward to tomorrow's tests," Valera nodded. "As do I. Good night, human Alex." As she walked away, Valera whispered to herself, "There is much more to humans than anyone knows." The next morning, Alex woke early in his quiet room. He looked out the window at the tall towers of the Zarian research station. The sky above was a soft blue, with twin suns shining gently. It was different from Earth's single sun, but Alex felt no discomfort. His body was still adjusting, but so far he felt strong and ready. Minutes later, Dr. Valera arrived to escort him to the main lab again. Today's tests would be deeper, more detailed. The room buzzed softly with technology. Screens displayed moving images of cells, organs, and complex data. The Zarionians watched carefully as Alex sat in the chair. "Today we will test your muscle strength and endurance," Valera explained. "Your species is said to be physically weak. Let's see if that is true." Alex smiled. "I don't think so, Doctor." A group of Zarionian technicians attached light sensors to Alex's arms and legs. He flexed his muscles as the machines recorded every movement. The scientists watched as Alex easily lifted heavy objects with calm strength. The data showed his muscles produced more power than expected for his size. Valera's eyes widened. "His muscle fibers regenerate faster than ours. He recovers quickly after strain." One technician whispered, "Maybe human muscles are designed for hard work." Valera nodded. "It seems so." Next, Alex was asked to run on a smooth platform. The surface measured his speed, balance, and endurance. At first, Alex ran slowly, getting used to the different gravity. Zarian's gravity was weaker than Earth's, making his movements lighter. But soon he ran faster, his steps light but strong. The scientists were amazed. Alex's body adjusted to the new environment quickly. After running for several minutes, he showed little sign of tiredness. The Zarionians exchanged surprised looks. Valera said softly, "His stamina is higher than most of our species. Humans must have evolved to survive long hunts and journeys." Alex wiped sweat from his brow. "We do a lot of running and walking on Earth. It helps us stay strong." The tests continued. Alex's lung capacity was measured next. A device recorded how much air he could breathe in and out. The data showed something unusual. Alex could hold his breath longer than expected and process oxygen efficiently. Valera asked, "How do humans train their lungs like this?" Alex answered, "Many of us live in cities with pollution or high altitudes. Our bodies learn to get more oxygen from thin air," the scientist murmured. Adaptability again. Then came a test on his skin. Zarionian scientists believed human skin was thin and fragile. But when they measured, Alex's skin showed unusual strength and elasticity. It healed quickly from small scratches during previous tests. This was unexpected. Valera touched the skin sensors carefully. "Your skin is tougher than we thought. It protects you well." Alex smiled. "Earth has many dangers, sharp rocks, plants, weather. We need strong skin." And the most surprising part came when Valera examined Alex's immune system. The Zarionians had advanced medical technology, but human blood cells showed remarkable resilience. They fought off simulated alien viruses during the tests better than most. Zarionian samples. Valera studied the data in amazement. "Your immune system is very strong. Your body can fight many diseases." Alex shrugged lightly. "We have survived many illnesses and plagues over time. Our bodies learned fast." As the testing ended, Valera gathered her team. "This human challenges many of our beliefs. Humans may not be fragile at all. They show strength, endurance, and adaptability far beyond what we expected." One scientist asked quietly, "Could humans survive in deep space better than we thought?" Valera smiled thoughtfully. "It seems possible." Alex watched the scientists, feeling proud but humble. He did not want to seem special. He only wanted to share the truth about humanity. After the lab, Valera took Alex to the station's garden, a large area filled with alien plants and soft light. The garden was quiet and peaceful. "Tell me, Alex," Valera said, "what is the secret to your survival? Why do humans adapt so well?" Alex sat on a bench, looking at the strange plants. "I think it is because we never give up. No matter how hard life gets, we try to find a way. We learn from every challenge." Valera nodded slowly. "Your spirit may be as important as your body," Alex smiled. "Yes, humans have to be strong inside too." Valera looked at him with respect. "You are the first human I truly understand." Suddenly, the calm moment was broken by a loud alarm. Red lights flashed. A voice announced, "Containment breach in Laboratory Section 4. Security teams responding." Alex and Valera stood up quickly. Valera's eyes narrowed. "This is serious. Follow me." They hurried back toward the lab, where a dangerous alien creature had escaped from its containment. The creature was large, covered with sharp scales, and moving fast. It growled as it saw the humans. Scientists ran away in fear. Valera stayed calm, Alex's eyes focused. His training for emergencies took over. Without hesitation, Alex stepped forward. Using his quick reflexes and strength, he grabbed a nearby heavy rod. When the creature lunged, Alex dodged and hit it carefully, not to hurt but to stop it. The creature growled again but slowed. Alex moved carefully, speaking softly in his own language, trying to calm it. Valera watched. In amazement, after tense moments, the creature backed down. Security teams arrived and secured the area. Alex helped Valera and others to safety. "Your speed and strength saved lives," Valera said with deep admiration. Alex shrugged again. "I only did what I could." That day, Valera realized something important. Humans were not just strong. On paper, they were strong in action. Their bodies, minds, and hearts worked together to face danger. As the sun set over Zarian's twin moons, Valera wrote in her notes, "Human biology is a mystery worth exploring. Their resilience is far greater than we imagined. This is only the beginning." Days passed since the containment breach incident. Alex continued his tests at the Zarian research station, but now the atmosphere was different. The scientists were no longer merely curious. They were amazed and a little nervous. What they learned about human biology was changing everything they thought they knew. Dr. Valera sat in her office, looking over the newest brain scan results. The Zarian technology showed images of Alex's brain in glowing detail. The complexity was breathtaking. Though the human brain was smaller than many Zarionian species, its density and activity were far beyond expectations. Valera whispered to herself, "It's how big?" But not just size, complexity, efficiency, she called in her team. "Look closely at this. The human brain is designed for speed and flexibility. It can learn new things faster than any species we have studied." One technician replied, "Their brains may be small, but the neural connections are intense. The information travels faster." Valera nodded. "This explains why Alex learns our language so quickly. His mind adapts to new knowledge almost instantly." Alex sat nearby, listening to the discussion. He smiled modestly. "We humans have to learn fast. Life is unpredictable." The team decided to run more tests. They designed a special simulation to test Alex's memory, reasoning, and problem-solving skills. On the screen before him appeared puzzles, alien symbols, and strange questions. At first, Alex hesitated. Some puzzles looked strange, but he focused. Within minutes, he solved puzzles that puzzled the Zarionians for hours. He even found new ways to solve problems that no alien had thought of before. The scientists watched in awe. Valera said, "This human thinks differently, not just with logic, but with creativity." Alex paused. "On Earth, we learn from mistakes. We use imagination to find solutions." The lead technician exclaimed, "His brain is not just fast, it's flexible and creative." Valera smiled. "This is a discovery we must share with the Galactic Council." Meanwhile, other researchers studied Alex's senses. His eyes could adjust quickly between light and dark. His ears heard sounds across a wide range of frequencies. His skin could feel subtle changes in temperature and pressure. Valera asked, Alex, how do humans develop such sensitive senses? Alex answered, Earth has many environments, mountains, forests, deserts. We had to be aware of danger all the time. Our senses became sharper to survive. The scientists noted that human senses were balanced. Not the strongest, but well-rounded and highly adaptable. That afternoon, Valera decided to test Alex's emotional responses. Humans often talked about feelings, love, fear, hope, things Zarionians did not fully understand. She wanted to see if emotions affected human brain activity. She showed Alex images of his home planet, forests, oceans, and his family. As he watched, scans showed increased brain activity in areas connected to memory and emotion. Valera said softly, Emotions fuel your mind. They make learning faster and memory stronger. Alex nodded. Yes, we remember feelings more than facts. This surprised many scientists. They realized that human emotions were not a weakness but a strength. One elder scientist said, The human mind is a powerful tool. It uses logic and feeling together. Valera agreed. This combination may explain why humans survive in ways no other species can. That evening, news of the human's brain power spread beyond Zarion. The Galactic Council called for a meeting. To discuss the implications, Valera prepared her report carefully. She knew that humans could be seen as a threat or a great ally. How the Council responded would shape the future of relations between Earth and the galaxy. In the Council chamber, Valera stood before leaders of many alien species. She showed them the data, the brain scans, and the simulation results. This human Alex represents a species with extraordinary brain capacity, she said. Their minds work fast, adapt quickly, and combine logic with emotion. This gives them an advantage in survival and creativity. One council member, a tall alien with green skin, asked sharply, If humans are so strong, could they become dangerous? Valera replied calmly, Any species can be dangerous, but humans have also shown compassion and cooperation. Alex himself helped save my team during the breach. Another council member, smaller and older, said, Perhaps humans are misunderstood. We should learn from them, not fear them. The council debated late into the night. Some wanted to keep Earth at a distance. Others wanted to welcome humans. As partners. Back at the station, Valera and Alex watched the stars together. Do you think they will accept humans? Alex asked quietly. Valera smiled. I hope so. Your species has much to offer. You are strong, clever, and full of heart. Alex looked thoughtful. I want to show them the best of humanity. Valera nodded. And I will help you. As the twin moons rose above Zarion, a new chapter began, one where humans were no longer seen as weak, but as a powerful force to be respected and understood. The Galactic Council's decision created waves across Zarion. Many were excited about the possibility of new allies. Others whispered fears about humans becoming too powerful. Within the research station, Dr. Valera felt the tension growing. Alex, the human, had become more than a test subject. He was now a symbol of hope and challenge. One morning, Valera entered the lab to find a group of officials waiting. Their faces were serious. Dr. Valera, the lead official, said. The council has concerns. Some factions see humans as a threat. We ask you to monitor Alex carefully. Valera nodded. I understand. But Alex has shown kindness and courage. Humans adapt, yes, but they also cooperate. The officials left, but their words stayed with her. That day, Alex worked on a communication device designed to help him speak Zarionian language more easily. Valera watched as he practiced phrases with a small translator. Suddenly, the alarms sounded again. The lab security system detected unauthorized access. Valera's eyes narrowed. Not again. They rushed to the control room. Cameras showed figures sneaking into restricted areas, Zarion scientists wearing dark uniforms. Valera's heart pounded. These were not friendly visitors. Sabotage? She asked. A technician replied. They want to capture Alex for military experiments. Alex looked shocked but steady. I won't let that happen. Valera quickly organized a plan. She and Alex would hide in the station's jungle dome, a large area filled with alien plants and trees. It was dense and confusing, perfect for hiding. As alarms echoed and security bots searched the station, Valera and Alex slipped into the jungle. The tall plants swayed gently. Strange birds called softly. The air was cool and fresh. Valera whispered, "Stay close." Alex nodded. "I know how to survive in wild places." He had trained for survival on Earth's toughest terrains: forests, deserts, mountains. Now he used those skills to find safe paths, avoid traps, and find water. Valera watched in awe. "Your instincts are sharp." They moved quietly, avoiding security drones. The rogue scientists were determined, but Alex's quick thinking helped them stay hidden. At one point, a loud crash sounded nearby. Valera's heart raced. She grabbed Alex's arm. "Be ready." A small security bot rolled past them, scanning for life signs. Alex held his breath until it moved on. After hours in the jungle, they found a small cave. It was dark but safe. Inside, Valera caught her breath. "You saved us, Alex. Without your skills, we would be caught." Alex smiled softly. "I am glad to help." They spent the night in the cave. Valera learned more about Alex, his family. On Earth, his hopes for peace and his belief in humanity's strength. "Humans have faced danger before," Alex said. "We survived because we never stopped trying," Valera nodded. "You are a true example." The next day, they planned their return. The station was still in lockdown, but Valera knew they needed to warn the council about the rogue group. Alex studied a small device he had taken from the lab. It could send a message, but only short and secret. Together, they sent the alert. Within minutes, security teams arrived to secure the jungle dome. The rogue scientists were captured. Back in the lab, the council praised Valera and Alex for their courage and quick thinking. Valera said, "This incident shows the danger of fear. Some see humans only as threats, but Alex has shown us the truth." A council leader agreed. "We must choose cooperation over suspicion. Humans have qualities we can learn from." Alex looked at Valera. "Thank you for believing in me." Valera smiled. "You have changed many minds here." From that day, the atmosphere shifted. The council began to see humans not as enemies, but as new partners. Valera and Alex worked closely, sharing knowledge between Earth and Xarion. In quiet moments, Valera thought about the balance of power and trust. Humans had power, but also kindness. They could be a great force for peace. One evening, as stars glittered outside the station, Valera and Alex stood together on a balcony. "Do you think humans will be accepted?" Alex asked. Valera looked at the distant stars. "I believe so. But only if we all choose understanding over fear." Alex smiled. "Then I will do my best." Together they looked ahead, toward a future where two very different species could walk side by side, learning and growing. After the dangerous escape in the jungle dome, Valera grew even more curious about Alex and his species. She asked for permission from the Galactic Council to study Earth's history and evolution more deeply. The Council agreed. Interested in understanding this new species better, Valera and Alex sat together in the station's vast library. Holograms floated in the air, showing Earth's landscapes, animals, and people. Valera said, "Tell me about your planet's past. How did humans become so strong?" Alex leaned forward, his eyes shining with pride. "Our history is full of challenges. Earth is a wild planet. Many times natural disasters almost destroyed us." He touched the hologram of a great forest. "Millions of years ago, there were huge animals and dangerous predators. Humans were small and weak at first, but we learned to use tools and work." Together, Valera nodded, fascinated. "Survival through intelligence and cooperation." Alex continued, "Then came ice ages. Cold covered much of Earth. People had to find ways to stay warm and find food in the snow. The holograms changed to show early humans building shelters, hunting in groups, and creating fire. Fire was very important," Alex explained. "It gave us warmth and safety. It also helped us cook food, which made us stronger." Valera watched carefully. "So you adapted physically and mentally?" "Yes," Alex said. "Our bodies changed too. We grew stronger bones, better lungs, and sharper senses. We needed to survive the cold, the heat, the diseases. He showed Valera images of human faces from different parts of the world. We look different because we adapted to different places, deserts, mountains, islands. Valera pointed to one hologram showing a great flood. How did humans survive disasters like this? Alex smiled sadly. Many did not. But those who survived learned. We rebuilt, moved, and grew stronger every time. Valera looked impressed. Your species has survived extinction-level events, Alex nodded. Yes, but that is not all. We faced wars, sometimes between humans themselves. Those were hard times. Valera frowned. Wars are destructive, Alex sighed. They are. But from war we learned cooperation, peace, and justice. We built communities, governments, and laws to protect each other. Valera said softly, your history shows pain and hope. Alex smiled. Exactly. And that is why humans are strong, because we learn from everything, we never give up. Valera turned to the hologram showing Earth's present day. Cities filled with millions of people, machines, and lights. This is your home? She asked. Yes, a place full of beauty and struggle. Valera reflected. No wonder your biology is so adaptable. Your planet demands it, Alex said. We carry our history in our bodies. Every scar, every strength, every feeling is part of our past. Valera wrote in her notes, humanity's strength comes from struggle, survival, and hope. They are shaped by their history as much as their biology. The next day, Valera invited other scientists to join her. They began to study humans more deeply, their culture, emotions, and stories. The Zarionians learned that humans told stories to teach, to remember, and to inspire. They sang songs to celebrate life. They created art to express feelings. Valera realized that humans were not only physically strong but emotionally rich. One scientist asked, could emotions be part of their survival? Valera replied, yes, emotions connect them. They help humans form bonds, protect each other, and find meaning. The council grew interested. They began sending diplomats to Earth to learn more. Meanwhile, Alex continued his work at the station. He helped translate Zarian technology for human use and shared Earth's knowledge. One evening, Valera and Alex stood outside, watching the stars. Do you think humans and Zarionians can become friends? Alex asked. Valera smiled. I believe we can, but it will take time and trust. Alex nodded. I want to help build that trust. Valera looked at him with hope. Together we can change how the galaxy sees humanity. As the twin moons rose, a new light shone on Earth's place in the galaxy, not as a weak world, but as a strong and wise one. The peaceful days at the Zarian research station soon ended. While many welcomed Alex and his species, not everyone was happy. Some Zarian scientists and military leaders feared humans' strength and quick learning. They worried that if humans grew too powerful, they might challenge Zarian's place in the galaxy. One evening, as the station grew quiet, a small group of Zarionians gathered in a hidden room. Their faces were serious and angry. We cannot allow humans to gain more knowledge, said the leader, a tall Zarian scientist named Dran. They must be controlled or removed. Another scientist agreed. If they learn our military secrets, they will be unstoppable, Dran nodded. Tonight we take Alex. We will study him in secret and use his abilities for our advantage. The group prepared their plan carefully. They would move quickly before Valera and the loyal scientists could stop them. Meanwhile, Valera worked late in her lab. She was analyzing new data from Alex's latest tests. She had begun to trust him deeply. To her, he was more than a subject, he was a friend. Suddenly, alarms blared through the station. Security breach in Lab Section 7, the system announced. Valera's heart raced. She grabbed her communicator. Alex, stay where you are, I'm coming. But when she reached the lab, it was empty. The doors had been forced open. Dran's group had taken Alex. Valera ran to the control room and called security teams. They kidnapped him. We must find him. The station went into lockdown. Drones and guards searched every corner. Valera felt anger and fear. How could her own people betray her and Alex? She found a small map left behind by the kidnappers. It showed a secret storage pod in the station's basement. Valera gathered a small team of trusted scientists and security officers. We must save Alex before it's too late. They moved quickly through the corridors, past locked doors and silent halls. The atmosphere was tense. As they entered the basement, strange noises echoed, machines humming, metal doors sliding. Valera felt a chill. Stay close. Suddenly, security bots appeared. Valera and her team fought carefully, disabling the bots without harm. Finally, they reached a large chamber. Inside, Alex sat in a containment pod connected to machines. He looked weak but conscious. Valera rushed to the controls. "Hold on, Alex, we're here." Alex smiled faintly. "I knew you would come." Dran and his group appeared, blocking the way. "You cannot take him," Valera said firmly. Dran sneered. "We only want to study him. Humans are valuable, too valuable to let go." Valera shook her head. "He is not property. He is a living being with rights." A tense standoff followed. Valera spoke to the other scientists around her. "Help me stop this." Sung joined her side, refusing to support Dran's plan. The station's communication system sent an emergency call to the Galactic Council. Help was on the way. While waiting, Valera talked to Alex through the glass pod. "Alex, stay strong. We will get you out." Alex nodded weakly. "I trust you." As the Council's security forces arrived, Dran's group realized their plan had failed. They surrendered. Valera opened the pod and helped Alex out. He was tired but alive. The Council leaders thanked Valera and her team for their bravery. One elder said, "This betrayal shows the fear humans inspire, but it also shows the courage to protect what is right." Alex smiled softly. "I am grateful for friends like you." Valera looked at him with pride. "You taught us that trust is stronger than fear." After the incident, the Council increased protection for Alex and the research station. Valera and Alex continued their work, now more determined than ever to build peace between their peoples. On the day of his departure, many gathered to say goodbye. Scientists, officials, and even some curious aliens came to watch. Alex stepped onto his ship. He looked back at the research station one last time. Valera waved. "Safe journey, Alex." The ship lifted, moving toward Earth, carrying a message of hope. When Alex arrived home, Earth's leaders welcomed him warmly. He shared stories of Zarian and the Council's acceptance. People listened, amazed. They realized humanity had earned a place among the stars. Meanwhile, Valera returned to her work at the station. She continued to study humans, eager to deepen their friendship. In time, joint missions between Earth and Zarian began. Scientists exchanged ideas. Artists shared cultures. Soldiers trained together for peace. The galaxy watched as two very different worlds came closer. One evening, Alex and Valera spoke through their devices. "Do you think we can change the galaxy for the better?" Alex asked. Valera smiled. "Yes, because we believe in each other." Alex replied, "That is the real strength of humanity, to hope and to connect." Their friendship became a symbol, proof that no matter how different, beings could unite. As the stars shone bright above both Earth and Zarian, a new era began, one where humans were no longer unknown or feared, but respected and loved.